Hi, you guys. Welcome to Sarah's Clean Slate. And I know that I have some pretty stuff to make today. So I thought you guys could tag along. So we're going to make some Christmas stars. Are you guys ready? I'm so excited. All right. And I'm already opening while I'm talking. So let's just get to it. How's that? Ta-da! I love this transfer. It's so. Hi, can you hear me? That's the question I have. I'm gonna. There we go. I'm gonna turn my sound up. Good morning. How are we doing? My son is babysitting this morning for a few minutes, so I thought I'd hop on and do a quick live. And we're gonna make some Christmas stars because I haven't made these yet. Okay. And apparently I can't cut and talk at the same time or cut straight lines. Anybody else having trouble cutting straight lines today? There we go. Oh, am I cutting in and out a little bit? Oh, you know what? I am on Wi-Fi versus the Ethernet. Let's see if I can come over here and see what happens. Okay. Wonder if that will cut you guys out completely. My video is glitchy. It is glitchy. Hopefully it'll work. Hang on. Okay. Is it better? I'm struggling today. These curves on these lines are very weird. Okay, but I don't think I have an echo today, so that's a good thing. But I feel like I'm behind. It's not catching up with me today. Oh, I don't want to have to start all over. I might have to go out and come back in, you guys, which really, really, really stinks. Okay, at least I got the stars cut, right? Yeah, it's kind of weaving in and out. That's really weird. Okay, I'm going to end the broadcast and we're going to start over. Okay, let's try this again. Do I have a mic on that could be being bumped or that? Yes, I could be. I didn't think I was hitting it, but maybe I am. Maybe I'll move it down a little bit. Okay. I didn't think I was hitting it, but maybe I am. Okay, so is that better? And am I less glitchy? See, yeah, I'm behind, like it's behind. Let me see what happens if I refresh. Okay. All right. I think I'm good. Hi, Bonnie. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. I'm double checking that you guys can actually hear me. Wait. Oh, good. All right. I refreshed. It looks like when I move my hands over the screen, it's in time. It's in sync. So And we're going to go that this is working properly now. Good. And hopefully I will remember not to bump the mic. That is still new to me and I'm not used to it. And the string or the cord is like right here. And I'm sure every time I hit it, it does. But we're going to do some Christmas stars. And again, we're keeping with my our theme. So we are going to add a little bit of black, a red and green to it because I think that will be cute. So I think we should have a little star in red, a medium star in green, and then we're going to leave our white, our big star white. What do you think of that? I'm thinking I like that. So you guys, I keep forgetting to go get my sponges because they say it's easier to dab it on with the sponge, but I keep forgetting. So we're going to grab a tray. Wait, I said red, green, white, right? Yes. So let me get my ducks in a row here. And all I'm doing is adding a little bit of water
to my paintbrush. My paintbrush is rock hard though.
He must not have got washed really well last time. And
I'm actually not going to paint him super dark. What has everybody been up to? Bonnie been playing any poker lately? And again, sometimes, and I don't really want to paint the sides. I like to leave them white. So I'm going to do my best to just kind of. There we go. And then we're going to let it dry for a second. Seriously? Oh, you know why? Because it unmuted. It is not supposed to unmute.
Okay. Now, we should be okay. Maybe if I would actually take this out of the equation and get it out of the way. Okay, so how stressed are you about this hurricane, Bonnie? Here's my dilemma, people. My daughter, my 16-year-old, is supposed to go spend the weekend with her big sister in Florida, and she's supposed to fly at 11 o'clock on Wednesday night. So I keep watching the news. I keep seeing if the flights are going to be canceled. Like, how stressed are we about this hurricane? And because it shows up on the news, but it does not show up like the intensity. You're not too stressed. Okay, cool. My daughter said it's only going to be a 2. And I'm like, okay, well, a 2 sounds like a big deal. But she said that's just like heavy rain. I'm like, well, are they going to, So I'm trying to figure out, well, you know Alice and Bonnie. He's going to go see Melanie. Okay. I wanted to put my second coat on immediately, so can you tell I got impatient? And I put my finger in it. So it's supposed to be the worst one to hit Tampa in 100 years. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I got to figure out where Tampa is in my mind. Because she's going to Orlando. So, and I'm trying not to be, overprotective mom, but yet not stupid mom either. Is that a thing? Is that possible? And she chose this. I told her she turned 16. So I said, you can have a sweet 16 birthday party, or we can save that money and let you go spend a weekend alone with your sister and have some sister time. She misses her sister. Okay, I like how that painted a lot darker, don't you? Oh, that's going to be pretty. Okay, so we're going to wash the paintbrush, wash the tray. And then we're going to get some green out. And we're going to do some green. Okay, I'll get a new paintbrush because I'm that lazy. Oh, I did find one of my sponges. Woohoo! Okay. Oh, good. See, that's what I was thinking. She should not fly Wednesday. So I may try to see. I'm waiting to see if they cancel the flights. Um, I've been kind of doing the whole let's find out. So I told her, and they were supposed to go to a concert together, and that's already been rescheduled. So, I mean, Allison, she cares about the concert, but she cares more about spending time with her sister. So she's not quite as, she's bummed. I feel bad because her sister spent money on tickets, so they're supposed to do this together. And okay. See, now I got the paintbrush out and it worked just fine. But generally, if I can put my hands on one of my little sponges, it's easier to paint with the sponges. You got any acrylic? We might be able to, and I'll check with her sister. The only thing is, I have a scrapbook show that she's supposed to come to with me. I think, like, very not. I don't know if it's the very next week. I'll have to look at my calendar. But yes, I've been very tempted. Melanie already took the days off from, like, she took days off from school so she could spend them. So we're trying to decide if she can um push back her days off, but they have to get subs and everything at the school. So we're trying to figure all of those out. And of course, you're kind of just trying to wait to see if the hurricane's going to change its mind and go somewhere else too, because that does happen. Okay, so I'm just going to try to get my lines to go smoothly across. So I just come like this. And okay, now let's dry it and put our second coat on. As you can tell, I'm trying not to stress about it at all. This green is really good, you guys. We have a darker green, and we're building some kits at our show. You guys are watching me make my demo. And I was wanting to do the darker green, but I don't have the little sample packs of it to put in the kits. So, Diana, you've been doing any crafting lately? Okay. Okay, so I love how fast our stuff dries. It's really good. And again, I'm just kind of using the water that's in the tray and then I'm going to give it a second coat because or else it's just too much white is showing through. Now, if you wanted to give it a vintagey look, you could also get your coat on, get your second coat on, and then sand it a little bit. Trying to not. Then we have to decide which designs we are going to use. Well, that looks pretty good, you guys. Okay, I think I'm going to put another one, though. And I'm going to make sure I get it nice and dry. Ooh, pirate stuff. Girl, I want to see a picture of that. Do you decorate your front yard? Bonnie, do you decorate for Halloween too? Linda, if you are still there, how is the move going? Okay, but do you decorate for Christmas? That is the real question. Okay, we're going to do a little bit more green. I have a lot of lines, so that's why I'm trying to I like this. It's starting to look pretty good. Okay, that looks pretty good, you guys. See? I don't have tons of lines anymore. All right. Wipe our tray out. Okay, and the other star we're going to leave white. So this is actually a pretty easy project, if I'm honest. Now, we're going to make sure, okay, I don't think, wait, I'll put this back over here because I don't know if I'm going to use it. This one's kind of looking a little worse for wear to me. I think it needs a little, it is creamy, but it could be a little creamier. So we're going to add a little water to it. The new Dreamy Creamy paste does not require as much water when you add to it as the old one does. I will say that much. Okay, so now. It will be for Beggar's Night, antique wheelchair, and other stuff that I would want to just have setting out. Oh, what is Beggar's Night? I'm curious about that. Okay. All right, so let's see which star we want. Okay, we can definitely do stripes. This is for this one, or we could do, oh, I like this. I think, okay. So I like this one. Or we could do, nope, I think I want to go with flowers. Don't you guys? I think the flowers are good. Okay, so where's my fuzzy cloth? Way down at the bottom. Okay, now let's make some room. He's nice and dry. And I'm going to center it. Ooh, that's going to be pretty. And I'm pushing to make sure I get all the air bubbles out. Okay, now, because we're keeping with what's going to be in the bundle, I'm going to do a black flower. I think that'll be pretty. Guys, I'm really having to think about this. Bye, Bonnie. I know. For Florida, I'm probably right at their lunchtime. For everybody else, it's like 9 a.m. here. All right. What time is it? It is. Okay, now it is always best to remove as much of the chalk paste as you can. So, and it never fails that I get it on my fingers. I just can't do it without. Oh, that's pretty, you guys. Look how good that came out. Okay, so let's lay this over here. Now, I have to decide on this flower. That's where I'm struggling, you guys. Okay, let's let him dry a little bit more. We're going to put, am I doing all flowers? Or should we have some stripes in there? Oh, no work today. Yay. Or are you talking about me? I'm always working. Okay, I'm definitely doing a flower on the big one because I like it. So let's do that first. Now, oh, excuse me. I'll drink my water. But, okay, buzzing only the first time. Now, here's what I'm thinking on the flower is that we could do the flower in red. Oh, you guys, he wasn't dry yet. Okay, I think he's okay though. Whew. That was tricky there for a second. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to get all fancy schmancy. We're going to do the flower in red. We're going to do the green, the things in green, and then we're going to do all the dots in black. What do you? Oh, that's true. But every now and then having a day is not necessarily a bad thing, you know? So, fortunately for me, I get to be a mom and I get to do this. So I'm blessed with being a crafting stay-at-home mom. So mind you, everybody knows we have a lot of children, so it's not like it's the easy job in the world. Okay. So, but no whining about it because I do love my job. And it is a job, no matter how you cut it. All right, so we're just going to kind of come around. And I probably am going to wish I have my multi-tool out. And I get real quiet when I'm doing this because I'm concentrating because apparently I don't walk and chew gum very well. Okay, going for the Power Super Tools. This is our fabulous multi-tool, and he's smaller in the how wide he is. So he's easier to clean. I mean, he's easier to get in the small spaces. So I can do it with a little bit less stress. So this is not supposed to be stressful, just so we're clear. Though sometimes I make it stressful because I have to be extra. You know, me and my extraness. Okay, so what we're going to do, there's a lot of extra on here. So I'm going to just kind of scoop it up and put it back in the container. Now, I always like to leave my lids nearby. I'm leaving some of that extra red on because I want to do the black dots real quick. So I'm going to just come in here and I'm going to oh, I have a spot where the red I didn't chalk the red. See, that's important to see. Yes, there is a way to ombre with the chalk paste. Yes, yes, yes. I could have done that here. I usually start in one color at the top and then come in with the bottom color and then wet my finger a little bit and rub it around. So yes. Now, my paste is going to start drying on me. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab my red and just pick up the excess because I don't want all that excess. And I noticed there was a corner up here that I had forgotten to grab. So, hi, Jamie. I didn't even say hello. And there we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just hang on to it and not let it come all the way off because I want to be able to lay it back down. So then I grab my blow dryer It's gonna look pretty good. Make sure it's nice and dry. So I'm trying to be extra patient. Same, oh, it's the same thing as trick or treating. I have to go back up. Okay, so the trick always is if your paste is not shiny anymore, then you're good. Now notice I'm not going to bother to push down the red because I don't care about that anymore. It's done. So I'm just coming in and making sure that my green is going to be pushed down. All right, and then I'm going to get my multi-tool back out and come in with the green. Make sure I got it cleaned off. Hang on. There's black on that. Let's throw that out. All right, here we go. See, and by putting the green on here, I will tie in the other two stars to match. And this will make a really cute bundle. So I'm going to be at the Scrapbook Expo in Sacramento, and then I'm going to be at the Scrapbook Expo in Ontario the following, like 2 weeks later. So I'm creating some things to showcase in the booth with our new Christmas yumminess. Jamie, did you see that we have Surfaces buy one, get one free this week? Just in case you hadn't noticed, you guys. I didn't even put a cart link. But if you would like a cart link, just say that in the comments and I will do it. But literally, you put the Surface in your cart, and if you order one, you'll end up with two. That's how easy it is. If you want to, if you order two, they'll send you four. Now, you can't pick and choose like, well, I want two of this one and two of this one. You can't do that. It's if you pick snowflakes, so you just got snowflakes. But if you were doing a workshop, Jamie, this would be the perfect time to buy them. Hint, hint. So, and I'm doing a giveaway to someone, to anyone who places an order or on my team, just in case you guys didn't know that. And if you'd like to be on my team, Diana, I would love to have you. And it's only $9.99 to join. It used to be $99. Don't you remember me giving that speech? Now it's only $10 to join. Now you don't get much of a kit, but you can go in and order whatever you want after that. All right. I don't like working crossover, so I just rotate because I'm that kind of person. And I'm starting to try to hurry because I feel like the stuff that was at the front is probably starting to dry. I'm trying not to be as messy. I feel like I'm super messy in this, you guys. All right, let's see. I see a white speck. Oh, that is cute, you guys. Okay. All right. Well, I'm just thinking it'll save, you can still charge full price for them because they don't know they're buy one, get one free, and your commission will be higher. Ooh, ombre on t-shirts is one of my favorites. One of my favorites. You guys, I really like how that came out. It's very primary and bold color. I know. I just made a big old fat order for this show, and then they put all these surfaces on sale. And I'm like, really? You couldn't have done this last week when I was making a big fat order? No. I ordered 11 of these suckers. 11. Can you imagine getting them buy one, get one? I'd only had to order 5. Or 6. And I've never had a buy one, get one. So that was crazy. Okay, where'd my red go now that I jacked it up? Okay, so see, this is what we've got so far. So now the question is, you guys have to help me. Do I do a flower or do I do a stripe? I'm not going to lie. I'm kind of leaning toward a stripe only because we've got flower, flower. And I was like, we could do flower, flower, flower or flower, stripe, flower. Diana says flower. Okay, I've got to vote for the flower. What do I have? Come on. I feel like I'm gambling over here. Okay. Jamie says stripe. Oh, see, you guys. Okay, now 1-1. Do I have anybody else that wants to? See, I was leaning toward the stripes for that very reason. And I could do the stripes in red, or I could do the stripes in black. All right. How about I put this away before I get it all yucky? We'll bring it back in a minute. And I would pick other colors if I'm honest. Like, I mean, but these are the colors that are going to be in the kit. You're going to get a black, a red, and a green. So this is the demo piece. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm sticking to the colors that are going to come in your little kit. You know me, I always like to be extra. So it's hard for me to stick to. Okay, so if you can't see what I'm doing, I'm literally laying it up to the light to see that it's centered. Again, this is where one of those little, my kids have them, and I keep saying one of these days when I do the rug. Okay. Okay. I don't know how extra I can be here. I was thinking if I could do like the thin stripes in black and the thick stripes in red, but that's really close together, and that's going to be hard to do if I'm really honest. Should we try it? Ooh, one side striped, one side flower, and then I can decide which one I want to display. Look at you being all smarty smart. Okay, so I think we're going to do, let's see how hard this is. I don't know. It's not the red stripe I'm worried about, to be honest. I already got it in the thin stripe, you guys. I'm sorry, I get super quiet. Okay, I feel like it's very Norwegian or Victorian with flowers. Yes, I agree with that. They're going with that whole. But I think it's very pretty. I saw someone do it in like a slate pink and like beiges and browns, and I thought it was super, super pretty. Problem is, that's not what's coming in the kit. So, of course, I'm trying to be a good girl and color in between the lines. You should be proud of me. That's hard to do. Okay. All right, so I did our red. Let's see if I can pull off a thinner one. So we have one that has an even thinner. So this is the detail tool. And this is multi-tool detail tool. So this is even thinner. So we're going to see if this will help me get to the black lines. Really trying not. I said it wasn't going to be extra, you guys. I think I'm a big fat fibber. And again, I've got to kind of hurry because the red has now been on there a minute. So I'm trying to, and I'm not being as careful about getting it off as I probably should, but I think it's going to look okay. Let's peel back already. Oh, I need to put a little bit of red right up in here, I think. There we go. And a little bit of red down in here. And let's see. Oh, and a little bit of red right up there. And I'm just peeling back the parts I've already done because I don't want it to dry on me. Got one more. Okay, now the job is hurry, 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 because the rest of it is going to dry on me. This is very candy cane-ish, but I think it's going to be cute. That's part of my line right here. And it's okay if I'm not getting the whole line because you want that vintage look and feel. I kind of like it that I've missed a couple of spots. Trying to get all of them. Ta-da! What do you think? So what happens if it dries? If it dries on you, then when you lift up, paste just comes up. And so instead of it staying on the surface, I don't know why I'm shouting. Instead of it staying on the surface, it literally comes up inside the silk screen. So then you think you've ruined it. You haven't, you just moved a little too slow. And you don't you don't have to rush, but you do need to not take all day. So it's like a happy middle between the two. Okay, what do you think? I have chalk paste everywhere, you guys. What do we think? Okay, so I agree. Since I have the flower out here, I think I should do the flower. That way we can kind of see which one we like better. Okay. Also, hang on, I've got chalk paste over here. Let's pick this up before I get it everywhere, like all over the stars, and then I'll be sad. Okay, now we need to dry it before we turn it over. Did you see your party comment? No. Thanks, Samantha. You like that? That one's good, right? So let me see. Do one side striped and one side flower. I said yes to that. I feel like it, yes. You could do two one color, then three another, then one. Oh, Diana, that's good. I missed that part. Oh, line would be Sam is trying to call me, you guys, and of course he's trying to do it during my live. So hopefully, I see your party comment. Yes. Okay, so this one's probably nice and dry. So let's do the other side of this one while we're at it, okay? Since we have, and I think we'll do red on the white since I didn't paint it already. Because we might decide it blends better with the white star. Even though I went to a lot of trouble to paint them. Okay, just gonna push it down, get all the air bubbles out. And everybody agree? Red on this? Yes? Give me some yes. Okay. I'm going for it. You know, I could ombre. We could start with a red and go into a green, or should we start with green and go into a red? Well, since we'll start with the red. No, we'll start with the green and go into the red. So what I do when I'm ombreing, I just kind of go like this. Okay. And then take my red and come in down here, right? And come up till about the middle. And because red is the more dominant color, I'm going to get a little bit of red on my hand. And then I'm just going to start mixing it. The star wants to keep moving, you guys. Hang on. I got to figure out how to keep it mobile. And I get a little bit of water. And we just kind of, and I'm going to get a little bit more green because I want the green to be a little bit more bold. Okay. And then usually I get a squeegee that has nothing to do with the others. And I just do a wipe down. And I wipe it off. I don't let it sit. Like I don't let it. So I got some red up in the top because I was goofing. All right. All right, let's see how this looks. Ta-da! Okay. I put a little bit too much water on my finger, so I have a little bit of smudging, but it's not too bad. I'm curious what would happen if I put the flour over this. Now, this is my sand block. I'm giving it a little bit of a vintage vibe. Ooh, I like that. See? I don't know if you can tell, but a little bit, I sanded off a little bit. Okay, so now we're going to do the last flower. Okay, so do we make it match or do I do it in? So my background is going to be white. Maybe I could make the center. I can make these green. I was trying not to do red in the center, but I almost feel like I need to again, don't you? I think I'll do. Well, if I made the side these red, then I could do this in green, or I could do it in black. How about if I did these in red? So got a lot of red going on. So let's do these in red. I have such a hard time making up my mind today. Most of the time, I have the project already finished in my head, but I am struggling today, you guys. I don't know why. It's like hard. Okay, so let's do maybe the middle in green then. Oh, I got stuff on this one. I was looking to see. There we go. So I didn't get it all clean. There we go. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna come in with our green. Oh, I have a little red in my green. Let's not make that. Let that disappear. Okay. We're going to do this part in green. So what has everybody got planned for their day? After this, I have to get ready for Bible study this evening because it doesn't look good when I don't study before I get up and say something. So, but I did some of my studying already, so that's good, but I haven't done enough of it. Okay, so now we've got that done. We're going to wipe off the multi-tool. All right, you guys were almost there. Finish stretch. We're going to do, I think I could do these in a bigger squeegee. Let's try a little bit bigger. There we go. Maybe not so big. And then I'll use the small squeegee for the end that doesn't want to come up. Now I did not lift, so hopefully we will not be sorry. Right now I'm going to come in real quick and do the dots. And I'm using the corner of the squeegee to get those areas because I don't want to mess with the green. And I'm not working real hard to squeegee it all up. I'm not lying. We're going to. Ah, that's good. A little bit of red right there. Let's get it up real quick and we'll be fine. Oh. You can't hardly see it. Take a little bit of white paste. What do you think? That's that one. So, drop all that in the water. And I'm going to give a little squirt of water to my green. And stir it a little bit. Make it nice and creamy again. Okay. Now again, if you notice, I try to come in with my cleaning, my wipes, and just get the stuff off the top because you want your lid to close well. So, especially if I'm not going to be using the green for a minute. Well, this next week I'm going to be. Would be so cute in tears too. Oh, yes, for an Elsa part. This is very Elsa Anna. Yes. You mean in teal? Is it tears, but you mean teal? Like in the frozen colors? Yes, I think that would be. What in the world is going on here? It doesn't want to close. There it is. Okay, same thing. I'm going to come in and I'm just going to stir. And I add a little bit of water to just make it nice and creamy. And then, as you can see, it's a brand new one. I haven't used it very much. I think I opened it the last time I did a live and used red. So, but I've got a lot of stuff on the edges. So we're going to tuck it back in. And then I'm just going to clean off my edges because this is the stuff that dries out, which is not very much generally. But if you don't get it off the edges, then your jar doesn't seal very well. And then it gets too dry on you. And then you call me and say, I only had it for so long and it dried out. And I'm going to say, you didn't close your jar then. So this is your jar saver. Okay. Hey, a good thing I understand you, girl. I got you. What in the world is that? Oh, because that's not the right lid. There we go. And then my black is almost gone. And all right, let's see what we got here, other than the mess on my table, right? Samantha, are you going racing this weekend again? Or I mean, actually, you weren't really racing last weekend, were you? You were just. Was it like a car show where you get judged on the way you've taken care of your truck and what you've done to it? Okay, so let's get a drying cloth. All right. So our options are did not do. There's only one set. There's only one large star. Yes, you could put just a small star on the other side. So we get this and this, or this, which actually does not look bad at all, right? Or you can go with this, and like this, or like that. And this one is always going to stay the same. So you can technically decorate. So what do we vote? 2 flowers, 3 flowers, or 2 flowers and stripes? What do you guys like best? Same? Let's see. I think they came out super cute. Okay, so let's stand them up so you guys can see. Ta-da! Every time I do this, it screws it up royally. So let's see. Yeah, I would lay them like this, probably, with the bigger ones on the back. Now let's see if I can tilt the camera down without it falling so you can see. Oh, it's going to fall. The stars, right? Or maybe I should do it this way. Hang on, you guys. Be patient with me. You're going to get a view of my nose and the backside of my garage. Okay, don't look at all my messy garage. Okay, ready? So that's what they would look like if you were, but we could totally flip this one around and do this. So Diana says 3 flowers. I know, right? I'm not sure how I feel about those stripes. I'm not sure I love them. Maybe there should have been a white stripe in there, but I had painted the whole star already. So now that I've made you all seasick, right? I'm gonna cover the camera, put it back, and that way you guys are not seasick. Okay, that's it for today. And hopefully you had a good time. Thanks for hanging out. I have to go wash transfers now because I have, the first time I had so many. I have lots. So, and prep for Bible study. So thanks for hanging out. I'm super happy with the way they look. I will talk to you guys soon. Wait, what comes in minis? So flowers? I mean, I have many transfers, but I don't think I have many flowers. I mean, I can cut many flowers or stars. Wasn't quite sure. Message me, Diana, and let me know what you mean. All right.